The whole world is in your mind. The external world is just what your mind is projecting outwardly, okay? But everything you're perceiving in the external world are just connections you are making in your internal world. So the moment you're changing the connections in your internal world, that's the moment you are capable of seeing different things in the external world. So we have the unconscious brain and we have the conscious brain, and you are seeing life with the conscious brain. But the unconscious brain is the filter we put above the conscious brain. So everyone has a different filter, and it's based on your frequency, it's based on your perspective, it's based on your knowledge, it's based on your information, it's based on your self-image, it's based on your belief systems, it's based on your habits, it's based on the whole programming of this human being. And it's a filter that goes over the unconscious, over the conscious mind. Okay, so the unconscious filters the unconscious mind. So the unconscious mind reads all the information in the external world. But the conscious mind only picks out like a small percentage of the information it's reading about the external world. So the moment you start to change the programming, which most people aren't capable of doing because they are stuck in the 40-hour work week, stuck in drinking alcohol that lowers the connections in the brain, stuck in the vibration of the news that keeps them in an illusion, stuck in habits that are forced upon them, and society stuck in focusing on work that is not beneficial for their soul mission, stuck in a school system that does not allow them to evolve their unconscious mind and does not allow their imagination and habits and build their self-esteem and build their self-image. Because of that stuff, these people will always see life with a filter in front of their eyes that society has forced upon you. Okay, so the notion of freedom of speech is actually an illusion, because if you aren't capable of perceiving reality in your own unique way, freedom of speech is a lie, because you do not control your own perspective. You are brainwashed. Only when you are capable of being in your own energy for long periods, not mixing with other people, traveling, going to different places, not being controlled by an external person telling you how to set up your routines, how to earn your money, how to do these things, okay? Not watching the news, not watching anything that influences your mind for long periods. That's the moment you start to get back in your own energy, and that's the moment you start taking control over this unconscious projection, this unconscious filter. You start to program that yourself by meditation, by the right tools, by the right supplements, by the right habits, by the right focus, okay, by protecting your energy. Then you start taking back control over your tool, your unconscious mind. And then you start to be capable of thinking different thoughts, because you will start to change your belief systems. And then when that happens, you can share your thoughts and things with people who are still stuck in the illusion, and then they will call you crazy. They will call you a dreamer. They will call you all these negative things, because their belief systems do not allow to accept that information. Their belief systems do not allow to integrate that, because it shatters their worldview of reality. And they have placed unconsciously a label on people or things like the news or experts as smart people. So their unconscious mind is only capable of accepting information from the smart people. But they do not realize that the smart people are actually just as brainwashed as them. So people are learning from other people who are all brainwashed in the same system. So you will absorb thinking patterns that are not capable of getting you to your true potential. Okay, so um, You have to start to understand that you have to take control over your tool, and that's your mind, that's your perspective. It should be your highest priority to take back control over your self-image, over your belief systems, over your habits, over your aura, your energy field, okay? Your highest priority in life should be creating a routine where your energy field is not attacked by negative people who are projecting their limited beliefs onto you, who are projecting their unprocessed trauma onto you. You have to protect your energy from people and situations that try to control your routine so you work on their goals. Okay, it's all an energy play. Okay, the money game is just a magic used on your mind, so you get stuck in a frequency that's forced upon you. And that's because you allow the external world to put a worldview in your mind that makes you a slave. If you look at children, they are still not programmed, okay? And they are still capable of perceiving reality from a natural standpoint. And they are in pure bliss every day. And that's how a human should operate. That's how this reality should be. Everyone should be in a pure bliss state all the time, because we are being controlled by things that do not care about us. Okay, they are leeching our negative energy, and that's because our unconscious mind, our perspective, our energy field can be lowered and can be extracted and can be programmed. And once you start to understand it, that this whole reality is an energy game, and by winning the energy game, you also win the money game over the long term. Okay, then you start to understand, okay, I have to make protecting my energy, reprogramming my mind a top priority to be truly happy, to find my soul mission. Because you can win the money game in the short term, okay, not by evolving your unconscious perspective, by just mixing with some people who are already, doing certain things to get certain results. Yeah, you can do that, but you will always be doing this from a foundation of a programmed mind. You will be always, even if you get a lot of money in that situation, you will be chasing things that are not your own goals. You will buying an expensive car, expensive house, chasing women that look beautiful but are not vibrationally aligned with you. And I'm not saying that I am, the best at this. Women are still like a weak point within me. I think that it's like natural within the human being. That's how we are alive. We have to procreate the human race. But once you start to see things from an energetic perspective, you start to understand, wait, what I truly want comes from the heart. What I truly want comes from a place where I am searching things that are on a frequency that allow me to reach my highest frequency, my highest level of energy. Okay, and that's not a big house, that's not a car, that's not these things. For me, it's my camper van. Why? Because my camper van allows me to have more freedom. It allows me to sleep wherever I want to sleep. It saves me time because I don't have to find a sleeping place. It allows me to create a routine to provide value to this world by being capable of making these videos, because I'm capable of creating a structure in here. So this is part of the bigger picture of reaching the highest frequency. Okay, and for me, things become more clear because I have a top priority of evolving my perspective, okay? Controlling the images in my mind, controlling the habits I'm having on a daily basis so I can evolve to my full potential. This is the whole point, okay? If you let the environment control your energy, your perspective, your unconscious mind, you will always be in the slave frequency. You will always be, even if you find a way of making a lot of money, which is very hard in the slave frequency, but even if you are capable of reaching that level, it will be still not make you happy, because in the end you will be craving freedom. you will be craving something internally that your unconscious mind is not aware of, and that's your soul mission, the reason you reincarnated, to become your unique version, to take your unique habit actions, okay, so you can build up good karma. That's the whole point. Evolving to your full potential, create your unique thinking, create your unique actions, build good karma, and make this world a better place. And then when you die, you look behind you and you think to yourself, wow, I've done exactly why I came here to earth. Okay. And that's how you're supposed to think. Break free from the slave frequency, start evolving to your full potential, and change this world in your own unique way. Okay, great. So if you really feel inspired by this video, I would love it if you just click the bell button below this video, because if you click the bell button, it allows you to get notifications every time I make a video. And every time if you watch me making a video, it allows me to put you on a vibration, on a frequency that controls the images in your mind. And if you are attuning to my frequency, you are capable of attuning to your soul mission. You are capable of attuning to your freedom, okay? Very, very important. Also, I would appreciate it. Click like, subscribe, give me a comment, some feedback. Did some of my advice help you in any way? Just let me know. And yeah, if you need any personal help, click on the link below. And then yeah, I will see you in the next video. Have a great day.